cable channels have been losing 10% of their viewers every year since like 2005 or something like that.
10% of elderly people die every year.
Yeah. There are so many things in this business that you're like, wow, it's wild I'm getting paid for this. Ian Fidance recently was on, shot a scene for The Last OG.
Oh, yeah.
Tracy Morgan's show. Yeah, I think your microphone is not on. Oh, there you go.
Hey, hi.
Yeah, so you did Tracy Morgan's show. Can you tell us about that day?
Yeah, I was on The Last OG, and all my scenes were with Tracy. It was great, and I had like one line, and I improvised a line after that, and it like broke the cast and crew and everything, and then Tracy really dug me and got me more lines on the show. It was insane.
That's so
yeah. Like he was like
role?
do that again. I was just drunk guy, and I had to he had to be like, hey, my man, that girl over there wants you. That brown skin beauty, and I like just went with it and said all these things, and he was like,
what'd you say?
well, my line was like, hells yeah, and I'm supposed to go and like dance over and go, hells yeah, I'm divorced. And then like everyone laughed. He's like, that brown skin girl over there. I go, Michelle Obama.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ian, what gave you the confidence in that moment? Your first day on set, your first time shooting like an actual TV, like a real TV show. That's the confidence of someone who's done that a lot. What in that moment just made you do that?
I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah, man.
What do I got to lose? They tell me to turn it down?
Yeah.
They won't give you another shot to go, hey, can you amp it up more?
Yeah.
You know?
You'll
So
never play
well
a homeless drunk again.
Yeah, right? I might as well just go big and give it a shot.
Yes.
And Tracy was like, man, you're fearless. And he told he was like, that's how you come back on the show. I was like, oh my God. Then I had a scene later, and I threw out another line, and he was like, keep doing that and keep rolling. So they just let me improvise a bunch and roll with it, and they're like, okay, keep doing more, and I just kept like throwing stuff out, and it was like amazing. It felt like a dream.
Yeah.
And in between takes, he was like hugging me and was like, "Just the funniest motherfucker." I was like, "Well, he is like crazy, but he brings up a good point."
Yeah, no, you are the funniest motherfucker. It's so
it was
nice
like
to
great.
hear.
Yeah.
Now,
At what point did you work in the slide whistle to this?
Yeah.
Well, I that's for episode 2. Always leave them wanting more.
It was so great to talk to you after that day because we were texting and I could just feel the joy and the satisfaction from having just this really great day on set. You were a little bit nervous going into it. It couldn't have gone any better. You literally were like, I thought it was a dream.
It felt
this
like
just
a dream.
happened.
But being on the show and here and everything, it's all about just kind of like you don't have time to think. You just go and you let it loose, and you guys celebrate being fun and wild, and it's like I just got to put my little pinky toe in the door and kick it the fuck open. And that's
However,
all I want.
what I'm leading towards is like you were on this gigantic high.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm so happy for Ian. It seems like, you have been struggling for so long, especially since I've known you. Like, I've seen you grow so much in the industry and make all these big moves. You're a regular at the Comedy Cellar now. And by regular, I mean like a regular. Like, you're in. You didn't just get passed. You're fucking in, which is not easy to do. You opened for Dave Attell. You're on this show all the time. Like, I've seen you grow so much just since I've met you. Yet you still struggle with feeling like it's not enough. Is it going to keep coming? We were talking the other night, and it's like, what is this? I don't have the same thing as you anymore of like this, what if it stops? What if this won't keep going? What
terrifying.
Do you have that too, Shane?
Oh, yeah.
Where like any
and no high,
you get?
no high I ever have had in this business or life has really ever been unaccompanied without a low. Like it always follows. Like, because there's a hill and then there's a valley. So it's just
like a low mentally, or something happens.
Good question.
Mentally, mostly.
Okay.
But yeah, something will happen. No, like I don't feel like I'm cursed.
Yeah,
But I wonder how much of that.
He got Conan and this dog died.
I wonder how much of that is well, if something bad is going to happen, then it does have like that.
Oh, like that I'm
putting
willing it out there kind of in a way.
Yeah. So I try not to do that, but it's and it's not even. It's I think like you said, it's like a mental thing.
Well, yeah, and there's such a state of euphoria when you get something big like that you've been looking for, like what it's a booking or a show, or even if it's like a fucking tweet or
Or
whatever.
a compliment.
Yes, you know,
From
like
Jake Tapper.
yeah.
Well, it's like going,
It's fleeting.
Yeah,
It's-
because it doesn't define your value, but it is like how you've placed your value,
Yes.
your value on yourself for so long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I got to go to a wedding in North Carolina at the end of February, and I was talking to my buddy. I'm officiating the wedding. We've been friends since we were like 10. You know, it's this amazing thing, and I can't help but be like, yeah, but I'm missing work. Like I'm taking a weekend off. What the fuck? What am I gonna do?
It's good to have that though.
That's
Like,
what he
yeah,
said, and I'm
yeah.
like, I gotta hear that. Like you were saying,
Yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah.
about like you felt good for like an hour. It's like, well, I want to feel good for the whole day without the thing that makes me feel good. I
Yes.
just want to feel good,
Yeah.
present. I want to be present. I want to enjoy.
Well, we should reaffirm that in each other. Like, like when you're going to this wedding, people should be encouraging that and not just, oh, man, you're not going to do a Saturday spot. You know,
Right.
like,
I know,
Like,
I know,
those things
I know.
are valuable. And it's not like you're not a hard worker. You already know that.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
that's,
Right.
like, that's on. I know I'm a hard worker. So if I go do something every once in a while, and like I
Right.
can tell you the number of times I've gone to concerts and then been like, well, I got a 1240 at the Cellar.
Right.
And then I just go to the Cellar, which is like, what could be better than going to see a band I like than getting to do like a spot at
Yeah.
the best club in
Yeah,
the
that's
world
great.
and then go home, still alone,
Yeah.
but you can't have it all.
Yeah, you really can't. Are
Yeah.
you dating
Yeah.
right now, Shane?
God, no. I'm still
No?
licking my wounds over the last one.
Really? What happened? The last one, the long distance one?
No.
Okay, there was one.
Well, I have a pattern. They're always long distance.
So you're scared
Yeah.
of intimacy, and that makes sense.
That's not exactly
No,
true.
it's 100% the reason.
What are you Dr.
Yeah, well,
my
I'm
therapist?
a little bit, I'm projecting, but like, you find people who are unavailable because you're scared of something actually
Well, I set up
lasting.
an impossible
barrier.
Yes.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're scared of intimacy.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty intimate with them.
No, I mean, I understand that you think that, but you're still, it's still long distance.
No
And
intimacy
maybe
beyond
there is
sex.
a
Like, there's-
coincidence that all these women just happen to be in other cities, but that's truly a barrier. It's
No,
not the worst barrier. I mean, they could be married, they
But
could be emotionally.
It is a behavior I'm trying to get away
Sure,
from. Yeah.
yeah.
You're pulling a Dr. Phil where like everything goes back to someone being molested with him. Where you're like, well, I bought the wrong shoes. He's like, well, have you ever thought about you were molested?
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Get your slide whistle out.
And you're just like with Shane. You're like, it's no, it's intimacy.
No, she's right. Like,
It's
there's-
intimacy.
I know
Well,
that, but
I
it's
know
not
I'm
like,
projecting.
That is
But,
a good
like-
point, though.
Yeah, but you also, I don't know. It's more exciting to be away from someone a lot of
fear
the
of
time.
intimacy. I mean, that's what it's exciting.
I don't know.
Because you don't get to see that. I know that it builds like this, but you can date someone in town and choose to
I don't
not
know
really
if I
see.
can.
You just want to say you're dating somebody. You don't ever want to see them or be with
No,
Yes.
like I want so. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know if I can date someone in town.
Why?
Are you dating anyone in town?
No, I struggle with the same thing of like I'm really interested when guys are in LA because I go there enough.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have to be all the time, and I can push it because I have no plans to go to LA anytime soon, so I can just
well, and
have
then there's
this.
the exit of like when you don't feel good and you need a partner kind of feeling. You'd be like, hey, I'm having the worst day, and they typically will respond.
Yes.
In the manner you want.
You have someone there, but they're not there,
Yeah.
and you can run away from them at any time because they're literally not there. Like it's just it's
Well, it's
it's
a
scary to
control
have
issue,
someone
too.
that in town.
Well, no, she the last one,
Yeah.
she talked about moving here for a second.
Oof.
Wolf.
Well, no, she works in the industry, and then
Wolf.
The wolf industry.
yeah,
It's Wolf Blitzer.
yeah. He sent me a DM. And she talked about moving here, and I was like thinking about it, and like she owns her company where she's from, and she owns like a bunch of houses and stuff.
Mm.
And I was just like, I'm gone so much. If say come move here, would like how fair is that? Like
you don't want it to be. You would want her to
Like,
move here, not for
so-
you, but for another
I'd like
reason.
love to be one of the reasons, but people have to have being somebody's sole focus.
No,
in
that's
life
never
is
good.
fucking
That's
disgusting.
absolutely terrifying.
Did you sense that with her
I think she's such a worker. She would have found a job. There was other stuff.
So what happened? Why did this go south?
We just weren't going to give up our careers. Like we weren't ready to pull the foot off the gas. She wasn't, and I wasn't. We
Yeah.
talked about it. So we're friends.
Okay.
I have to see her.
have to,
see her.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was like we had like this big talk. And she's like, we're friends, right? And I was like, of course we're friends. And then she was like, so when you come to town, you're not going to fucking
This sounds
ghost
like a
me.
threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so like I
gonna
have to
fucking
go.
take
I have to
me
go
to
to her
coffee.
city.
And you're
on
gonna
Valentine's Day.
Wow,
Yeah.
Shane.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you guys aren't gonna hook up?
No, she's got a
Really?
new fella.
She does.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
Oh,
that?
no.
He seems like a good guy. I hope nothing happens to him.
Yeah.
Another
Oh my
threat.
God, another ominous.
No,
threat.
no. He seems like a good. They're
Yeah.
fine. They're fine. Like, and I think she's happier that it's real with him.
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
in the same town?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
she seemed to
She's-
be ready for something that you
Yeah,
weren't,
and, like,
maybe it
no,
wasn't
I
the
mean,
right person for you.
Yeah,
but
and if she'd lived here, I think you probably could have taken a real swing at it. But
I think it's I definitely relate to the whole. You're working on your career right now. That's the main focus. A relationship
is
will
there an
come
ad
later.
for Sleep Number coming up to get me out of this?
No, but
You need it,
Shane,
buddy?
I just
Take it.
You don't
You're
even want
welcome.
to talk about intimacy.
No,
Slide
Making a
whistle
joke.
your
It's
way
totally fine.
right out of it.
yeah. You don't. Yeah.
Dude, can I say I had a thing in my last relationship where, it's very easy to be like, my career, well, this and this. And she goes, I'm wondering if your relationships end not because of your career, but because you don't listen. And I was like, well, I heard that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
And it's a good point, Toots.
This industry and any really business where you go, I'm focusing on my career. Does it ever get to a place where you're like, it's chills out? I'm sorry, for me, it's never going to stop. There's
No, I
only going to
want,
be
like-
one more opportunity after another.
Yeah,
So
and
me
that's
saying that I'm focused on my career right now is a little bit of a cop out, I believe.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can, like, the thing I'm trying to tell myself is that I can have both. I just have to be smart enough to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Because there's this, you can have this or that, especially in comedy. There's this immediacy, like, how serious are you about this?
Well,
Yes.
And like, it immediately has to become a career when you start comedy. Like,
Right.
Do you
that-
think if you had someone to come home to, it would take away from your desire to go on the road?
I think, no, I don't, and I don't. I think there's a value in other people that adds to comedy that people don't talk about. That's like I think,
Value in relationships?
yes,
Yeah.
and all of it. Like, and it's like, it's not that everything in your life is source for fodder. Like, if I have kids, I don't think I would ever probably put them in my act. Like, I wouldn't produce them. Yeah, I think like some is private, but like, like this solo life is fucking. It becomes like, if you just sit there and you're like, well, what the fuck's funny about coffee callers? Like,
Yeah.
like
you gotta take chances. You
yeah,
gotta put
swing-
yourself out
Yeah,
there.
and even if it's just doing other shit, it doesn't have to be a relationship. Like,
You gotta.
I go see more music now again than like
You
maybe
gotta
more than
have
ever.
one line in the show and swing for the fence.
Is that what you're scared of, though,
What?
Ian? When you
No, we're
just
talking about
asked Shane?
Shane.
No.
What?
I heard you loud and clear.
Yeah, I
Roland
don't-
Branch?
Are
I'm not
you
camera
scared?
friendly. I don't get cast.
Are you? Yes, you are. You're so camera friendly.
You had a fucking series on Comedy
You're
Central.
on camera now.
Yeah,
You're on
dude.
camera now.
And these
Oh,
cameras
hey.
are loving it. They're,
Yeah.
they're friends with you.
Refills are free.
Ian, I heard what you said there. Are you scared that you're gonna find? What are you doing there with the microphone? Are you getting nervous about this question?
No, I'm fixing it so I can answer it well.
Okay. Are you nervous that if you find someone, what are you scared of? Because right now you're in a
Spiders.
relationship. I know, but you're in a relationship right now, a very sexual relationship that's just based upon banging, right?
Yes.
With a lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's keeping you from obviously an intimate relationship with anyone else that could be like a lasting thing, because this is not a relationship. This is just
no,
sex.
it's a little more than sex. She was sick. I got her a little Theraflu, and
But you gave everyone Theraflu.
That's a good
We
point.
just went over that.
Yeah, you were
Yes.
passing it out last night. Like,
Yeah. Bobby Kelly will love this.
yeah.
you know what, dude? You got your Theraflu. You got,
Pretty good, man.
That was a good Bobby.
Yeah.
you got your Theraflu. You got your.
Okay, you lost it.
Nope.
Oh, don't tempt me with that slide whistle. It would have been so good.
It's what I need right now. I go, I work, I come home, we meet up, we have sex. It's nice. Kiss you goodbye, see you tonight, whatever.
Great.
But I don't know if I, want to put in the time to being like so completely like enthrusted in a thing. My fear is the finality of it. My fear is not having a ripcord or being able to pull out. My fear is like, wow, is this forever? This is forever.
Yeah,
But it never is. You can always
get
end
out. But
something.
I know,
I think
but when
he's
you
scared that he
involve
won't
yourself-
want to get out,
Ooh, yeah.
and then he'll be in love. I mean,
Get
Lisa,
Out.
you're in
Great
a
movie.
relationship right
Yeah.
now. And do you find, and you are one of the hardest working women I know in comedy, and you are very committed to comedy and like making it in this business and your career. how did you fit in a relationship? How'd you make that
I think
work?
it works because he's in his career very much, and he also lives like an hour away from me now because he moved recently. He's
Great.
closer to work. So we only see each other like once or twice a week, which is, it's nice because then we appreciate the time we have together.
Mhm.
And it's also like, he's very understanding of my schedule, which I am a pain in the ass because I'm like, I'm not going to concede anything. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is non-negotiable, these things. But it just works.
That's great.
It just works, and he's really understanding.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Like, I think that in the past I've dated people where, like, 3 dates in, they're like, really? You really are canceling? We're really rescheduling so you can do a spot? And I'm like, yeah, this is not going to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Smell
job,
you
yeah.
later.
So when
Yeah.
you go see him, when you make plans to see him, is that the thing you're doing that day?
And you don't
Yeah.
break that plan?
I don't break that plan. Well, typically, I mean, it depends on what it's for. Like, and I'll weigh things out. Like, if there's a big opportunity that comes up, great.
Right.
If
Yeah.
somebody's like, hey, want to do 5 minutes on my bar show
Right.
for 4 people?
Is that
no.
not what we're all trying to do, to find someone we don't want to break plans for?
I mean, no, I think I want to find someone who understands if I have to break plans, like all of my
Yeah.
friends
I thought
do.
I was just going to drop such a gem.
I know, that was really
I was
the way you
expecting a
presented it was
wow. Yeah,
'cause
like,
I'm like, I
wow,
would
wait till
cancel.
I
I
hear
leaned
this,
in.
and then it felt just like a whistle.
I know.
It felt as anticlimactic as a whistle you see coming.
No, I think that's...
No, it's a good point, but I really do think that we're in search of someone who understands, it has good boundaries and understands disappointment and isn't going to hold it against us if we do break plans. Yes, you want to keep plans with someone, but the greatest gift you can give someone is being like, you can bail on me and I'm not going to hate you or hold it against you, because I won't take it personally that you're
Totally.
choosing work over me. It doesn't mean that you like work more than me. It means that this is actually going to benefit. Well, not that you like
have
it
to
more, but
Find somebody who's as okay being alone as
Yeah.
you can be, being
Yes.
without.
Yeah.
In that
Yeah.
sense of alone's not the right word, but like someone who's just
Right.
as self-fulfilling with themselves.
But that's hard for us because as comedians and just as people in general, you crave someone needing you. And that we like the attention
Yeah.
that where we feel like we are someone's everything and that they're
on
and
our
especially-
terms.
Yes. And
yeah.
so when they are cool with us canceling, you kind of go, really? Like we can't have it all. We want both. We want someone who like desires us at all times and can't live without us. But then we also desire to be without them on our own.
No, are y'all jealous people?
No.
No.
No, are
Not
you jealous?
remotely.
No, I used to be for sure.
Really?
Yeah, like as a younger man, yeah. Like in a way of like not like crazy, but enough to be like, I don't fucking like that. Like
Just
yeah.
her talking to other men, having male friends.
Not that, but more like I don't know, like talking to other men, having male friends, not a big deal.
Okay, what are you getting jealous of?
Like the time thing that like it was very much like she's like she just doesn't want to fuck it. Like whatever she's doing, like I would feel unvalued by
Yeah.
her wanting not wanting to hang out or not wanting to hang out.
Now, was she
but
doing things that were just for like
for her?
when
Like
you look back
like,
on it,
it's
where you were like,
completely normal. Like I was young and stupid.
Yes.
Like I'm wrong. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Like, but
you know what? That's a thing that I've never heard a man say that he's felt insecure about those things, but I think I know a lot of women, who take it really personally when a guy just needs a night off.
yeah, and that's essentially how it would be.
Just
like,
needs a night off, and this will be after spending like a 4-day weekend. Like one of my friends just went on this like amazing spa vacation weekend with a guy she just started dating. They had sex the whole time. He's not on his phone at all. He's totally focused on her.
he's a present.
Yeah, he's present. He really like had great boundaries when it comes to work and relationships. You can just tell he's a healthy guy that knows when to turn it on and when to turn it off. And then they come back from this vacation on Sunday night, and she doesn't hear from him. She hears from him on Sunday night. They say their goodbyes, in person. Then he texts her later on that night, and then the next day she doesn't hear from him. And this is 6 p.m. at night, and she's freaking out. And I go, he runs a fucking huge business. He didn't touch an email all weekend. He's working today,
Yeah.
and she can't. She's
And like,
all of a sudden
I understand
in
you
this
want
withdrawal.
a text. Yeah, I understand you want a text, but it's like,
yeah, send a text.
yeah, but like, yeah, because this is like, hey, great weekend. I'm gonna be super busy. Like,
Yeah.
if you're just very candid with people, they understand it. Like when I was shooting
Communication.
that series with Comedy Central, she was just like, "Hey, I know you're so busy today, but I hope it's a great day."
Yes.
Like, and she's like, "Don't even
Aw.
respond. It's fine."
Yes.
Yeah, like, and that's
Lose
like,
my number.
who dis? But that's how you get across that they're busy, and that you can also appreciate what they're going.
I don't
like,
even care if they're working. If they just want to play video games all night and not fuck
Yeah.
you, that should be okay.
Yeah. No, you got to take one for the team as a partner,
If
no
he
matter
wants-
who, like gender regardless, kind of things. Like,
Yeah.
if I just want to go get drunk with my friends, I will do that.
That's a
And it's
really
gonna-
hard
you're gonna be
thing
much
for girls,
madder
though.
Because I'm going to drink a lot more if you have a really hard, like, I can't go hang out with my buddies. Because
Yeah.
I double down. Like if I'm in trouble, I will be like, okay, well, I'm already in trouble. Like,
Yep,
I'm
so
gonna
why
fuck.
don't I do
I would
something
just-
that's
Right.
going to actually get me in trouble?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, burn it
And then that
down.
turns into, well, like, you did this. This is why you shouldn't drink. And I'll be like, and I'll say something like, I only did it because you were being possessive.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then that problem never solves itself.
It's
and then,
so good to just, even girls, if you're listening, even when you get a text from a guy and he's not wanting to hang out with you, just be like encouraging of it and cool about it. Be understanding. Don't do anything like, well, I wish I could have seen you. Don't give any tude, because you're exactly right. When a guy already is in trouble for something he didn't even do yet, he's going to do something so that the trouble is validated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because why, if especially with the cheating, if
and
you
not every dude, but I certainly will.
I think
yeah.
it comes out no matter what. I think that when your parents think you're smoking pot and are constantly punishing you for something maybe you're not doing, you just go, well, why don't I
Heroin.
smoke pot?
Yeah.
Why don't I
Yeah.
just do the thing I'm already getting in trouble for all the time that they're assuming I'm?
Yeah, if I'm already living under
Well,
like a
if your
fucking
girlfriend thinks you're cheating all the time and you're not, fucking go. I would go cheat if you're already in trouble for it. I remember one time I was babysitting for a girl, and
Are you killing that baby?
and her parents got home, and we had been in a tickle fight earlier because she loved tickle fights, and I just fucking dominated this fight because I was a lot bigger than her. So I was killing it.
she didn't take you out at the knees.
No. I knew I could. So I was tickling her, and it got to that point where like it went from laughing to crying to coming. I'm just kidding. She didn't. She's a child. But like,
Well, you
that was a callback to an earlier thing we were talking about. In case that this is out of context. But she.
The
What-
earlier
I don't
thing being
remember
making
this.
Yeah,
kids
what are you
talk.
talking
What are you talking about?
God, how dare you?
I remember
swear to
amnesia.
God.
I remember dementia. I don't remember anything.
Yeah. Did
It was
okay.
magic.
There was a great
Okay.
gag Justin had.
Yeah.
Andrew slide
Justin was
whistle
a
out
great
few times.
magician.
We haven't
dare
mentioned
you.
a child.
Nikki, this
How
is
dare you.
really surprising.
So this girl started crying, and of course, as soon as she starts crying, I stopped tickling. I was like, I didn't know. She was like, like 'cause she was just like, frustrated that she was losing this
And you were
tickle
afraid
fight.
you may have been too physical with her or something?
Yeah, like I was just like just she just didn't like that she was being tickled, and I didn't know that it had gotten there. So she started, and so she got a little freaked out, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And then everything was fine. We recovered, and then her parents came home that night, and the second they walked in, she goes, Nikki hit me, hit me.
What?
Oh
And-
my God.
And at that point, I couldn't like it's my word against hers. It doesn't and the parents kind of like didn't really believe me that I had not done something fucked up to their kid or whatever, and it made me want to fucking hit her because I
Yeah.
was like, I might as well get one in if you think I
Yeah.
did it.
Oh, I forgot to fed you. Here's a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, I was like, next time
Just
if
slip
you
her a
let
little
me in,
sticker with a little.
Yeah.
Like,
I
just put
will
Yeah,
one-
hit
here's
her.
a little Ledoux tune-up.
if you're already guilty for something, you're gonna do it. It's like OJ. He got off and he ended up in prison because he was fucking guilty, and everyone treated him as he was guilty, and he eventually found a way to be guilty.
So you're saying
you might
you
be giving
did
the man
hit
a little
her.
too much credit.
I did not hit her, but I wanted to. I thought back and I go, I should have, because they already assumed I did, and she's a little bitch. Let's talk about some new jokes. Anyone got any? Anyone want to kick us off?
You have your notebook out. You
yeah,
should
but
go first.
you've worked in a writer's room before. I really feel like you're
Yeah,
more
how
of a
does this go?
professional.
I don't even know how this goes.
I don't know. I'm working on a bunch of new stuff because I recorded an album
Oh, nice.
in
Oh, shit.
June, and so I'm like trying to have a
Build your
new
new-
hour as quickly as possible because I'm like I do want to go back out on the road and headline, and I don't want to borrow anything from the album.
So if you want it as quickly as possible, you probably should go first.
Yeah, we got to get through these. You got to. We can go back and forth. We can. You know, I don't know how much you want to burn on here, but this has been helpful to people. People now
I'll
are
just
doing.
go. I'll go first. I'll
Shane,
break
great,
the crack.
great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Shane Torres, everyone.
Thank you.
Syrup Mountain on Instagram. Shane Torres on Twitter.
I called my Alexa babe the other day.
Did you? Wait. What? How?
Were
so?
you fucking it?
I woke up. I was feeling good about myself, sometimes when you wake up and you're like, today's the sun hit me, like my bed is by my windows,
Ooh,
and I was
yeah.
like, shoulders are looking good, way to go, Torres, you've been hitting the gym.
Yeah.
And I was like, Alexa, what's the weather like outside? And she's like, it's 47 degrees. I was just like, thanks, babe. And then I fucking ordered so much Grubhub and stayed indoors till my spots.
Yeah.
So I don't the idea is I tell this story about how this neighbor I had, he got his wife stabbed him with a barbecue fork, and then they stayed together, and that's to me that's true love.
Yeah.
Because I have this speaker, so it's like a parallel thing. I'm trying to figure out the direction to take.
Oh, like what?
Who could?
Who can anticipate your needs more than Alexa?
That's fair.
Who can be there? Yeah. What'd you say?
Alexa, stab me.
Yeah. Calling it babe is so sweet. Now, is that a thing do you give pet names to girlfriends a lot of times? Is a babe a thing you say with a girlfriend?
No, I've given pet names to girlfriends before, but not
what?
babe.
Like Alexa? You call them Alexa?
This is
your true love?
I with my ex, I used
accidentally
to.
called my girlfriend Alexa is kind of a funny twist on that.
I used to
I like that, yeah,
use
yeah.
my ex-girlfriend as an Alexa. I'd be like, because her name was Allie. I was like, Alexa, what's the weather? She'd be like 78 degrees. I'd
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
Alexa, refill the toilet paper.
Which
Yeah.
Alexa could probably do at this point.
I know, it's very creepy what's happening. With
Yeah, I
all
don't
this
like
stuff. Either do I.
I don't even have an Alexa. What are some other benefits? What do you use?
Well,
your
it was
Alexa
my
for?
birthday, and nobody got me a present, so I just
Oh,
was like, I'll get
Jesus.
myself a present.
Oh my God! Well, next year Alexa will get you one.
Yeah.
hopefully.
Hey, Alexa,
She remembers dates.
where'd we
and-
go? Where'd we go for our anniversary last?
That's so sad on your birthday when
She's
no
such
one
a
texts
know-it-all,
you yet,
too.
and you
Yeah.
just get a text from your dentist office. It's like, "Happy birthday!"
Oh my God!
Thanks, Dr. Wong.
The first time I headlined my home club,
yeah.
I was feeling so good about myself, and it was the first night, and then I got a text from the club that was like, free tickets available to see Shane Torres.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's
Tragic.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
You're like, take me off your mailing
I
list.
haven't
you
got one of those
assholes.
texts in a while.
Yeah,
Alexa,
yeah.
give me Zoloft.
Oh my God! It's that is you do feel like it's I don't have an Alexa. My parents have one. Whenever I go home, they go
just
to it
use it
so
for-
often.
I just use it for music. I might be like, what's the weather like outside? But that's about it. Like,
Do you ever go, Alexa, surprise me with music? Like, can she just?
I'll
put
just be
some-
I'm pretty habitual as a person, so I'm like, Alexa, play this indie station, or play this
stations, yeah.
or play this playlist or whatever.
Did you get Alexa because you feel that that's something you couldn't have done on your own? Just press that. Just turn on.
Are we?
Yeah.
We're doing this
Because this is all
Let's not
anybody
get- we-
uses it for. It drives me crazy. They're like, turn off the music. I'm like, you bought a device?
Yeah. Well,
It's
okay.
cool,
if that's your
though.
fucking
It's
logic, then you
cool.
if that's your fucking logic, then you should have a CD player and not an iPhone.
Oh, that's a good
You
point.
can fuck right off with that.
No,
Yeah,
because I listen to Pandora on my iPhone.
But so you're just listening to music though,
Yeah, but
right?
I press
Really-
the
So
button.
you can't just get a CD changer and let it shuffle.
No,
It's already
that's a
been-
whole. I'm not moving around with this.
Yeah, but you can make a mix
You're
CD.
so mad at me.
No, I'm not mad. I'm just like, look, I was being vulnerable. You wouldn't go first. Listen here, you fucking hyenas.
Fair.
No, it is the but
I'm not proud of it.
Do you ever play Jeopardy? Do you ever play Jeopardy with Alexa? That's always what my
That's
parents
the thing
are doing.
people can do.
What?
Every day there's Jeopardy. You go, Alexa, let's play Jeopardy. I bet some people's Alexas just went off. And you can play Jeopardy every day, and with Alex Trebek, and he gives you. Oh no, it's actually her. She
I
asks
didn't
you
know-
questions, and then you will rank. You'll rank among other people playing it that day. It's a really cool feature of it.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
didn't know you could do.
I
I
was-
honestly Look, this is the first time I've had any kind of disposable income in my life, so I was like, what do people with nice apartments have?
I think it's so adorable that you got yourself an Alexa when no one got some. Why did no one get you a birthday gift, Shane Torres?
I guess I'm just not a good friend or brother.
When is your birthday and what's your mailing address?
What day was
Shane
your
just lives
birthday?
his life like a country song.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of truth to that.
You know?
Yeah.
I think you like the idea of like.
Hey, I'm a real
just
love them and leave them.
Yeah, I'm just an old country song boy. That's
Just
what
me.
I
Yeah,
am.
I'm just Jackson, Maine here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I broke my truck so I could write about it.
Shane, do you? Is there a part of you that wishes you were a songwriter, a singer-songwriter?
But this is new for comedians?
No.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm the same way.
Well, no,
I
studied music. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that. So, what did you study?
I was a vocal performance major in college.
Oh, you're a singer.
I tried to be. I was pretty fucking bad.
Do you
Let's
ever
hear
go
something.
sing now?
No.
Will you go
Sing-
do karaoke with me and some friends? Why not?
I'm done with it, and I'm bad at it now.
That's
Sing your
not
autobiographical
true.
song, Turn the Page. That's just who Shane is.
You okay? All right.
Shane, if you
Little
went to
punches after the
school,
bell. I wasn't very good. I lasted like a year.
I don't care if you ever even went to school and thought
That's
about
when
going
I
to
met
it.
you when we were singing on that goddamn.
Yes,
Comedy Jam
I've
show.
heard you sing before
Yeah.
then.
What song
so
did
why
you
don't
sing?
you?
I was Build Me Up Buttercup.
Yeah, dude, that took skill. You're good.
No, yours was good. You did the that
yeah,
T-Swizzle.
that's all I want to be is Taylor Swift. I mean, that's like the goal. That's
No, yeah.
I
if
want
I
to be
could've-
Glenn Danzig from the Misfits.
Is that who you would want to be if you could like pick a
Oh, if you
life?
could just pick one?
If I
Yeah,
no,
who would
not
you pick?
not a life, but
Oh.
like a voice. I love his voice.
Yeah, he's
If-
got
got like
a
an
great voice.
Elvis
Yeah,
howl.
Maybe oh man, Conway Twitty.
Okay.
Yeah. He had the best voice. Or I don't know. God, that's because there's so many people I love. There's so
I
many
wanna
people that
know-
I would want to sound like, and there's so many people who aren't
I
great
know you
singers.
sing when you're
Sam
alone.
Cooke.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
You just listen to music. You don't sing along with it, even
Yeah.
though you have the ability to do so.
I feel like Shane would be like, he would love to respond with like, it's been a while since I sung a tune.
Yes. You would be so good at the in between banter.
I used to sing, but the lyrics left me. That would be like Shane's response.
Yes.
I wish. I thought like the way I did, like I'm just like burrito.
Shane, I've actually worked a way to like sing in my stand up now, which is I hate when comedians do that when they're just like they're good singers and they find a way. The only one
Talking to you, Mateo.
I know. I was just gonna say Mateo's the
Oh
only
my
one who
God.
gets away with it
Yeah.
because he actually is like,
He's a brilliant singer.
and he's
yeah.
and he's
Really
such a
funny.
brilliant comedian too that
yeah,
it's not like
he's not. It's not a device for
It's
him.
not a forcing.
it's
It's
not
who
a
he
show
is.
off. It's
Yeah.
just it is who he is.
His
Yeah,
Instagram's
totally.
for showing off.
Yes, there we go. That's definitely what it's about. But I've
Ooh,
just
he's hot.
recently
He
written
is.
a bit where I get to like sing a little bit, and it's so fun because
What
it's
is
just it's I talk about how and I've actually like written a song. It's actually like it started out of me saying that I'm talking about I don't want to have kids and because I think the world is ending, and it's not because I'm like, my child will never know what a polar bear is. He'll never get to hold a koala. Like it's just like me being like doing a kind of
Disney.
That's pretty good.
yeah,
That's
it's just
so
like
great.
it's a little moment that I get
It's
to
a very
have.
aerial kind of like.
Yes.
What do you
Yeah.
call him?
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
That's exactly what it's trying to
Instinct.
tap into, and I can do that for just like 2 lines.
Yeah.
And
It's hard to carry a melody for a long
It's
time.
for a
Like,
long
what you
time,
call
yeah.
it? Global warming.
yes, that's good. But it's so fun because it's just if the audience is kind of bored with like it switches it up for the audience, so they're
yeah.
like,
Well, it's a
it kinda
tonal.
wakes them up.
It's a tonal shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and that's like, there's some people that are just like so good at that. They
Yes.
can just. Attell is very good at like kind of keeping his voice high and like medium ranging it, you know, like
Yes.
and changing it. He's really good. Augie Smith was really good. I don't know if you guys
Oh
know.
yeah, where
yeah.
he just goes into this different register when
Yeah,
he's trying to
and
make
it's
a
like
point.
it's like then
And
your
it
ears start to
jolts you
bleed.
out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's what I've discovered in doing stand up long enough is that you begin to mess with those kind of the
The
tonal
frequency,
levels.
yeah,
The delivery.
You always just think it's about the joke writing. I mean, at least I used to think that. Of course, the delivery was always a part of it, but it wasn't something that I focused on as much. And now it's like it comes down to if I finish a sentence this way.
Yeah,
like it can get a laugh.
There's a performance.
Whether it's if I
yeah.
say if I finish
That's
a
my
sentence
favorite
this
part
way.
of it, figuring out the performance aspect.
Yeah.
And not almost not what you say, but how you say it.
That's an
Yeah.
area
Yeah.
you really excel in. though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian,
I
you got
love
any new material to sift through?
Yeah, I've just been doing this thing where I sing a song about what I'm talking about.
Do you really do that, or are you just referencing what I just did?
Who knows? It's kind of a surprise, but we'll go into my notebook. Let me use my eyes.
Well, I think Lisa Curry is ready to go. If you want to wait and collect your thoughts.
I say, Lisa, go for it.
I wanna
Ladies
hear-
first, because
So just-
mine is shit.
So we're just talking about bits we're working on?
Yeah, like any kind of
Oh,
loose
here we go.
premise.
Ready,
It could-
Lisa.
Yeah.
No, she's ready. She ready.
Let me see.
Stall for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
a goddamn show
I'm just
tune.
gonna do a tight 30. I'm working on a couple of things. I'm working on kind of like looking back at my childhood as a woman in my 30s and realizing things weren't what I thought they were when I was a kid. It's a lot more lighthearted than that. Like one example was like we had lawn furniture in the house for dining room furniture, like for dining room
Yes.
chairs, and
That's classy.
I like didn't think anything of it as a kid, but then kind of like looking back and having that visual, it's like, oh, that was something was wrong there.
Yeah, you like went to a
Something's
picnic
going
and
on.
you're like, is this a special occasion? And people are like,
Yeah,
no,
why
these
is
are
there
long.
why is there inside
Yeah.
house outside?
Why is it
Yeah.
so formal? Yeah.
Yeah, that
Why
could
are
be
our
funny.
curtains blankets?
Just like different little things like that about my
let's not throw
family or my
stones.
upbringing, where it's like things you just don't realize until you're an adult.
Yeah.
You know? And then you're like, oh,
Oh
my
yeah,
parents are
I've had tons of
fucked up,
those white
you know?
trash epiphanies.
Oh, yeah.
White trash
Yeah,
epiphanies.
and you
That's-
learn.
That's exactly
I
what
have
it is.
I have a joke about that, about how I have these white trash epiphanies where I'm like, wait a minute, wow, why was my favorite place growing up the dump? Wow, that was like a family excursion.
It has everything.
Wow, we used to have dinners at rest stops.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
it's
you don't
normal
know
to
as
ask
a
for
kid.
cartons
Well,
of
and like,
cigarettes
thank
for
God you don't
Christmas.
notice as a kid, because then it would be like so devastating
You
in the
really
moment.
don't
you
know.
know?
Yeah.
I was just doing working on a bit about kind of a similar thing where I want a guy. I'm really interested in men right now whose moms are no longer with us because I feel like men
Hello.
love their really your mom's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hot. I love it. Seriously, that's hot to me. It means
Hot trauma.
It means there's no competition.
first of all, exactly.
First of all, there's still a competition.
Oh God! See, yeah, you're not over it yet. God.
Yeah.
No, I'm obviously
God,
joking.
grow up.
When did your mom die?
It'll be just 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
2 years
you've got
last
some
week.
time.
Yeah. All right.
No, I talk
it's
about.
totally fine. I talk about it on stage.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really hard thing to go
It
through.
takes a
and-
while to get there for it. Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
so hard.
But I talk about how I just am like tired of men being in love with their moms, and like I tend to date a lot of men who like I just will always come in second to their mom, and I don't care for that. I don't want to be second, even.
No, who wants to be a silver medal?
It's so funny how every girl's like, yes, queen, girl boss, women are the future until you find a mother-in-law. And it's
Yeah.
like, women are the worst.
No,
Fuck women.
They're not the worst. They're actually pretty great. These
Then why do you hate guys' moms?
Because they're too good of moms, and it's not the mom's fault. It's the son's fault for not getting over his attraction and his obsession
Is
with
it
his
not
mother.
the mom's fault for babying him his whole
There could
life?
be like also a mutual
Both.
thing where the mother's also in love with the son, and then they're like it's when the guy expects you to be
Oedipus said
like
it
the
best.
mom or
Spread 'em, mama.
to live up to her expectations instead of just his, then it's like, okay, well, I don't. This is too many things I'm managing. here,
Yes.
you know.
Dude, a buddy of mine, his wife left him because he grew up and his mom waited on him hand and foot, and his
Yeah.
wife was like, hey, can you do the dishes? He's like, what? No, I
Yeah.
don't know how.
well,
Oh,
that's her fault.
Yeah, and that's also like a fucking thing men do where they expect their women to raise them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
But I'm sorry if you're dating a guy you should see that stuff. That shouldn't.
you learn it, and like you
should
don't go that
know
far.
when
Yeah.
a man is like still a little mama's boy, and
When
you should
a
avoid that if you don't want to be
man
that.
loves a woman that's also
You're
his
a
mom.
lot today. I just gotta say, you are
Today?
coming in hot.
I noticed it earlier.
I mean, it's
I'm sorry.
it's so. I can't have you in
I
studio with
noticed it
two
earlier.
other people. It's just a lot.
I know.
I love you so much, and I'll never stop loving you or having you on my show. I can promise you that now.
Yes.
But you are like,
I was told I'm good in small doses.
Yeah.
I am a lot. I was an only child, but more
When
like
are you out of energy?
children of
Is
five.
that?
Never really. It's my own kind of self-imposed hell. You know, it's
As long
really a
as you're
prison
tortured
between
by
my
it,
ears.
then I think
yeah.
it's okay.
You know.
no, But I was gonna say about the mom thing. I was talking about how I want a guy with a dead mom, but I want him to have lost her early on because, as a child, I'm attracted to men who have suffered childhood trauma. I think,
baby.
because they've had to work on themselves. The school district forced them to go get therapy. They a man has to address his issues. I'm into men that are emotionally
There's a
evolved.
catalyst in trauma for when you're young. You learn how to be resilient. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And men avoid therapy their entire lives when really, or looking at their emotions. Therapy meaning a blanket statement of
reading
a book about why you might
or
act the way.
just positive mental health care.
Yes.
Generally speaking, that's true.
Yes.
Or throwing yourself in front of traffic because you don't want to go to your therapist in 6th grade.
Yes. Oh, you did that.
Yeah.
Did you really?
We're out of time.
much
I have a new
traffic?
joke to work on.
Oh my God.
What? On North 8th and King Street in Wilmington, Delaware?
Oh my God. No, that's the sad side of things.
I called the movie phone guy to have someone to talk to.
I called my Alexa babe.
The dark day.
I was gonna go in this dead mom thing, but it gets too convoluted and we only have a little bit of time. But
Can I tell the joke that I've been doing?
Please.
About how I'm 35 and I can't date girls in their 20s anymore because it's not really dating so much as I'm just a wise old owl offering wisdom,
Yeah.
And then at the end of the night I'm just like, who's gonna eat your ass?
Okay. I've heard this joke in so many different forms.
Yeah.
I think you texted it to me, and then I think you tweeted it, and then I think you told it to me later on at a club.
It's all about editing.
It's
It's less is more, You
I
take
think
a
it's
joke
gotten
out as far as it
longer
can go.
somehow.
It has. Yeah, I gotta put my jokes on a diet to trim the fat.
No, I like it. It's a fun joke. That's one of those fun ones.
Yeah, I was trying to end on a fun note.
Do you think that women, when you date younger women, they do look for you feel like you are offering them information?
Yeah, but I think it's half them and
Really?
mostly me because I have a savior complex because I was so used to as a kid saving everyone around me, like my family, that it's I can't help
Humble
but
brag.
not do that.
Yeah.
I'm just such a hero.
Well, no, I had to be
Yeah.
a dad. I had to be a dad and a husband at fucking 8.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Can you save this bit?
No, I'm run out of all my parlor tricks. Literally, I am running on empty right now.
I don't know, you might have a ring buzzer on your hand or something.
I just left flowers.
Thank you so much for watching that clip that you just watched. Did you enjoy it? I hope you did. If you did, thumbs up it. Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you just keep watching more videos? Let them play. Share with your friends. Go share on your Instagram story. Go just have a great day.